Grand Theft Auto 4 is officially 14 years old. Hard to believe that it was 2008 when GTA 4 arrived on the PlayStation 3 as well as the Xbox 360. And I put tons of hours playing GTA 4, causing all sorts of mayhem and mischief. And eventually GTA 4 did arrive on PC, even though the launch of the PC version of GTA 4 didn't go over so well. But it's also now backwards compatible on Xbox One and Xbox Series S and X. And GTA 4 throughout its lifetime has sold over 25 million copies. It has one of the best stories, characters, including the protagonist Niko Bellic, along with Roman, Little Jacob, Packy, and so many other unforgettable characters, along with the city itself, the most important character besides Niko, Liberty City, which is basically GTA's fully realized version of New York City in the GTA HD universe. Plus, we had two awesome story DLCs that eventually came out. Lost in the Dam, featuring Johnny, which was a few months after the premiere of another series that was biker-themed, Sons of Anarchy. And then Ballad of Gay Tony, featuring another protagonist, Luis. Johnny and Luis also interacted with Niko here and there throughout the story of GTA 4. And since it's the 14th anniversary of GTA 4 as of yesterday, what if I was in charge of the GTA 4 remaster? Hypothetically, okay? I know I have no programming, no skills when it comes to that sort of thing. I have full respect for all those game developers out there that put hard work into developing video games. It's just one of my series I do on the channel. And I want to also talk about a rumor. Now, we have been hearing rumors that a remaster of GTA 4 has been in the works, possibly at Rockstar Games Dundee in Australia. And if we go by IGN, Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar, is planning to release 40 plus console PC games over the next 2 years, which includes possibly GTA 6 as well as BioShock 4. One of those 40 games could very well be the remaster of GTA 4. And what better time for a release of GTA 4 than a year from now, around the 15th anniversary on April 28th, 2023. Maybe, or maybe not. So this is what I would do if I was in charge of the remaster of GTA 4. First off, it would not be done by Grove Street Games. They did an awful job with the Defective Edition, aka the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. I would have it done in-house, and hopefully that's what's actually happening if the rumors are to be believed. For now, we can only take it with a grain of salt because nothing has been officially confirmed by Rockstar Games or Take-Two. But if there's actually a remaster in the works, I would like for it to be a faithful remaster of GTA 4, obviously done in-house at Rockstar Games, whether it's at Rockstar Dundee or another one of the Rockstar Studios, most likely on the same Rage engine as GTA 5 currently. Graphically, GTA 4 needs to be on par with the Milked Edition versions of GTA 5 and Online, along with draw distance, frame rate improvements, performance RT modes, along with a motion blur slider that was recently added to the Milked Edition. And obviously, I think that this remaster for GTA 4 would be exclusive to current gen, such as PS5, Xbox Series S, X, and PC as well. I would also keep the story the same. I wouldn't deviate from anything that has been done before by Dan Houser and the other writers of GTA 4. The story would not be changed at all. I also wouldn't replace any of the voice actors, which includes Michael Hollick, who was the voice actor for Niko Bellic. He did have a falling out with Rockstar. I don't really blame him, but I would still keep his VA work for Niko Bellic for GTA 4 because no one else can voice Niko Bellic. So I would keep that voice work along with all the other awesome voice actors and actresses that made up GTA 4, Ballad of Gay Tony, as well as Lost in the Damned. I would restore all the music to the radio stations and renew the licensing to the record labels for the music that has been dropped. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Obviously, GTA 4 would not just be the main story of GTA 4 following Niko Bellic, but it would also include Lost and Damned as well as the Ballad of Gay Tony. All those will be combined into the GTA 4 remaster. And no, I wouldn't call it GTA 4 Definitive Edition. I think that's been tarnished just a bit by the GTA Trilogy Defective Edition. Oh, and I also wouldn't call it the GTA 4 Complete Edition because that's the version currently on PC and Steam, Rockstar Game Launcher, and it's quite the opposite. It should be called the GTA 4 Incomplete Edition because, as I mentioned a moment ago, some songs have been removed from that version of GTA 4. And once again, I would try to get all those songs renewed license-wise on the radio stations of GTA 4. So I guess a few ideas for alternative titles for the remastered GTA 4 could be GTA 4 Remastered or GTA 4 15th Anniversary Edition, GTA 4 Diamond Edition, because diamonds do play a very important MacGuffin throughout the main story of GTA 4. So in a way, GTA 4 Diamond Edition could make sense. Or perhaps GTA 4 Let's Go Bowling Cousin Edition. I was joking about the last one. But I would also like to keep the sound effects the same because the sound effects of GTA 4 is pretty good. Improve the driving mechanics. I know that people go back and forth about the driving mechanics of GTA 4. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I'm one of those that prefer the driving mechanics of GTA 5 and online, but we could maybe meet somewhere in the middle and just improve the mechanics of GTA 4 a bit. Sometimes it's okay, but then there's other times when it can be really annoying when it comes to driving around GTA 4, especially if you're used to driving in GTA 5 as well as online. Speaking of vehicles, there's going to be some vehicles in GTA 4 that exist in GTA 5 and online that might have to be quote-unquote renamed because they have a different name in GTA 4 than they do in GTA 5 and online. So a small bit of retconning there. And when it comes to the wanted police radar for GTA 4, I would keep it. I think I like it more than the GTA 5 police radar. That's just my opinion about it. You're welcome to agree with me or disagree with me below in the comment section, by the way. So yeah, I would keep the GTA 4 wanted police radar. I would obviously keep the awesome mini games in GTA 4, bowling, pool, darts, along with the health system where you have to go and either find a first aid kit or stop at a hot dog stand or go to a diner or burger shot or Cluck and Bell in order to get Nico, Johnny, and Luis's health back up. The one change I would definitely make to GTA 4 is adding the weapon wheel as well as the radio station wheels to GTA 4. I think a lot of us have grown accustomed to the weapon wheels and the radio station wheels. I just think that that's a mechanic that needs to be ported back to GTA 4, especially when it comes to shooting. The radio station, it's not that difficult to change the radio stations in GTA 4 in the car, but when it comes to the weapon wheel, yeah, I definitely want a weapon wheel and maybe a radio station wheel as well. One thing I also would like to change in the remaster of GTA 4 is add more save points during missions or perhaps even difficulty levels. Maybe we can have like a GTA 4 Classic that would have it the same way that it currently is, but then you would just have like a, I guess, a normal mode that would include a bit more save points, especially halfway points when you're having to drive halfway across the city. You get to one point, you die or you fail, and then you restart the mission, only you have to go all the way back to the other side of the city. I think that there could be a few additional save points added, at least at the halfway points of a lot of the missions in GTA 4, especially the more difficult ones. I would also improve the way the clothing mechanics work in GTA 4, very similar to GTA 5 and online, so that it's easier to change outfits for Nico, Johnny, as well as Luis. But I would keep the shooting mechanics. For the most part, I think the shooting mechanics are pretty decent in GTA 4. And there would obviously be other gameplay improvements as well for the remastered GTA 4. That would be up to the team that's behind the remastered GTA 4. They would look at it and say, okay, this stuff still works. This stuff needs to be improved upon, staying true to the remastered GTA 4, but at the same time, keeping things that actually did make sense and work at the time and still does, but improving upon things that could be retweaked, as we've mentioned with weapon, radio station wheels, and more save points. I think a lot of people would approve of that decision. With a remastered GTA 4, that would mean a remastered version of Liberty City, up to the same level graphically on the same Rage engine as GTA 5's Southern San Andreas for PS5, Xbox Series, which means that we could use Liberty City as an expansion for GTA Online. I did an ideas video about this a couple weeks ago. Feel free and check it out for more information about what I would do for a Liberty City expansion in GTA Online. But I will just say this one thing about the possibility of a Liberty City expansion in GTA Online. You could buy GTA 4, the Diamond Edition, 15th Anniversary Edition, whatever you want to call it, as long as it's not Complete Edition or Definitive Edition. And by purchasing GTA 4 Remaster, that would give GTA Online players access to Liberty City as well. So I think that would be a positive, a huge big W for the remaster of GTA 4, along with all the awesome content like the main story following Nico Bellic, as well as Lost and Damned with Johnny, and Ballad of Gay Tony with Luis and Gay Tony. GTA 4 definitely deserves a faithful remaster, and if the rumors are true, I sincerely hope that Rockstar has learned from the mistakes of the GTA Trilogy Defective Edition. Your thoughts, your views, your opinions regarding what you want to see or not see in a GTA 4 remaster, as always, welcome below in the comments section.